Okay, let's dive right into today's explainer, Navigator. If you've ever looked up at the night sky and felt that really deep, restless pull to just be out there among the stars, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we are getting you entirely caught up on the cosmic history you absolutely need to know before liftoff. We're not just stargazing today, we are doing the pre-flight briefing. Now, I want to ask all the aspiring Gen Z space enthusiasts out there a question. Do you realize that returning to the moon isn't just some far-off sci-fi fantasy? It's actually a historical inevitability. It is quite literally humanity's guaranteed next chapter. We've spent millennia just staring at that rock, and for a very brief moment half a century ago, we actually touched it. But to really grasp why we absolutely have to go back and how we're gonna get there, we have to look way, way back. And I don't just mean a few hundred years. I'm talking about the entire story. To truly grasp the universe, an astrophysicist has to wrap their head around 40 orders of magnitude. Just pause and think about that scale for a second. We are talking about mastering behavior from the absolute microscopic, literally 1 million billionth the height of an average person, all the way up to the 46 billion light years of space we can currently see from Earth. To be a true star pilot, you have to realize that there isn't a single thing you can think, touch, or feel that isn't connected to everything else in this massive cosmic web. It's like a giant puzzle. But wait, it gets crazier, because this cosmic web isn't just about space. It is very much about time. Whenever you look up, you are literally looking backwards in time. When you see the moon, you're seeing it as it was 1.3 seconds ago. The sun is 8 minutes ago, but when you look at a primordial galaxy near the very edge of the visible universe, you are watching history unfold exactly as it was 13 billion years ago. Every single time you look at the stars, you are reading the ancient history of our reality. And here is where it gets incredibly personal. At the very dawn of time, all we really had was primeval hydrogen and helium gas. But inside the crushing hearts of dying supermassive stars, atoms were being violently fused together. When those stars finally died in these brilliant, violent supernovas, they scattered heavy elements all across the void. So the iron in your blood, the calcium in your teeth, the carbon in your DNA, all of it was forged in those stellar explosions. We are quite literally made of star stuff. So let's fast forward and look at how this builds our timeline. From those stardust origins, human civilization is just this rapid, explosive sprint. For most of our existence, we were literally just trying to survive. But then, 10,000 years ago, the agricultural revolution gave us surplus food. We settled down, we built things. Zoom ahead to just 200 years ago, and British steam engines gave birth to automobiles. And then, in the absolute blink of an eye, a mere 50 years ago, Apollo 14 lands on the moon. In a 10,000-year sprint, humanity went from hunting in the savannah to walking on another celestial body. Mind-blowing, right? And honestly, when we finally made it out there, it completely changed our perspective. Just listen to this incredibly powerful observation from Apollo 14 astronaut Edgar D. Mitchell. He said, "From out there on the moon, international politics looks so petty. You want to grab a politician by the scruff of the neck and drag him 250,000 miles out and say, 'Look at that, you son of a bitch.'" That 250,000-mile perspective radically shifts how we view our fragile, interconnected Earth. It really makes all our terrestrial squabbles seem completely insignificant. So the crucial takeaway here is that returning to the moon isn't just about, planting another flag. It turns out the moon is a highly lucrative cosmic truck stop. It is absolutely necessary for humanity to survive and explore beyond Earth. Because of its weaker gravity, launching subsequent missions from the moon is vastly easier. Plus, we can mine vital water ice at the poles, harvest lunar iron and gold, and basically use it as the ultimate jumping-off point for deep space. But look, before you can strap in and become a true star pilot, you need an immersive map of this entire 13 billion year history to really spark your drive. We desperately need a flight simulator for the human spirit, a place that can give anyone that profound, life-altering cosmic perspective without actually having to leave Earth. Enter the Digitalis portable dome. This is the ultimate training ground. It's an untethered, inflatable digital planetarium system that gives you a completely contiguous 360-degree immersive simulation of the universe. Imagine being able to seamlessly zip right through Saturn's rings or dive straight into human anatomy without a single UI distraction breaking your sense of wonder. The specific hardware here is what makes it so special because it prevents the immersion from breaking. It's completely untethered, operated wirelessly from anywhere inside the dome. That means no clunky laptop screen glowing in the dark, and absolutely no user interface distractions on the projection. You just get this contiguous travel through time and space. It lets navigators truly experience the sheer velocity and majesty of the cosmos.
The mission leader actively trying to bring this to life is Ariel M Scisney. Now, he's an astrophysicist, an author, and a city council candidate. But his drive for this is super personal. As a kid, his local Jefferson County planetarium gave him hope and direction. That facility unfortunately lost its funding years ago, so now, as a published astrophysicist, he is fighting to reopen the sky for his community.
Okay, let's break down the exact GoFundMe math so we know precisely what hardware your contributions are unlocking. The total goal is $53,130. About 31 grand of that goes straight to the Digitarium software, which is the powerful engine letting you fly to the edge of the universe. The remaining $21,830 goes to the physical 8-meter inflatable dome itself.
So, you're probably wondering, how do I actually get involved in this? It's incredibly straightforward. First, you donate to the Save Jeffco Dome GoFundMe. But here is the really vital part. You need to add your testimony when you do. Even if you just give a single dollar, adding your testimony transforms that donation into a powerful petition. It gives the campaign the leverage they need to prove to the district that people want this. Oh, and as a cool bonus, if you contribute $50 or more, you get a signed copy of Ariel's book, Majesty in Monotony.
This, right here, is your chance to launch the very next generation of explorers. Claim your place in the stars. Help fund the dome at the link provided. Every single bit helps build this flight simulator for the human spirit. I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. If you are biologically composed of the exact same star stuff as the cosmos, if the actual iron running through your blood was violently forged in the explosive death of an ancient sun, what is stopping you from exploring it? The sky isn't a limit. It's an invitation. Get out there, support the dome, and prepare for liftoff. Thank you so much for joining me for this Explainer Navigator. I will see you in the stars.